Okay, so it seems like the internet is in an uproar over the last couple of days. Paldea Evolved having a reprint, and we're now noticing 151 re-entering the ecosphere again. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening and what I think that's gonna do to Pokemon prices. All right, as we see here, Paldea Evolved boxes and cases have come back to online retailers. Now this, I've seen it as low as 120, but on PokeNE, it's 139.99. But if you take a look over at TCG Player, they are starting to keep up. It is creeping down below, I guess what you would see at a retail store is retail. So we're sitting last sold item, 0 items sold, 133, unopened, what is this, 18, why are they able to do that? 139.99, it's looking like that's just 36 booster packs. So 145, 136, 145, unopened. Yeah, so it's looking like it's pretty close to that price. And at 120, the store I was looking at, it's sold out overnight. So even though there is a reprint, I was like, cool, you know, I'm gonna wait till this weekend. I want to buy some more. I messaged the guy on Instagram. I've been buying, you know, a lot of stuff from him, Japanese, and this was his first English product that he got. He got Paldea Evolved. He got 151 booster bundles, and they were gone overnight. So I did not get the chance to participate in the activities, but that is okay. Now, Best Buy is also, I mean, this seems like it's all, you know, local pickup, enter zip code for availability. I tried to do this earlier and this option wasn't there, so maybe they are shipping it. $26.94 for a booster bundle. That's crazy. And Walmart's got them now again for $35, and they are here somewhere. Yeah, 151 booster bundles. This is, I mean, yeah, it's coming down. We see that it's coming down. So it got down to $41.19, but it bounced back up, and that was yesterday. So I'm assuming this is going to see a deeper decline. I'm thinking probably around $35. I think that's going to get eaten up so fast. Best Buy is going to get bought out. I feel like most Best Buy stores are going to get bought out by like 2 people that know this got there, and they are the Pokemon people, and they go buy out the entire stock of this stuff, which, you know, we've seen people do it on TikTok. We've seen this happen before. I see this getting eaten up, and this really not even affecting Paldea Evolved or anything like that, really. Yeah, there's the title of the video. I don't think it's going to do nothing. But there are people panicking and dumping, so if you were looking for 151 and thinking, man, that's too expensive, I don't really want to spend 50 bucks on 6 packs, I feel like now's your shot. Same thing with Paldea Evolved. If 150, 160 was too high, or whatever it was, we'll look at that here in a second. Look at the past, you know, information on that box that we have. I might get a case of this soon. If it hits like 125, 130, I might grab a case. But, you know, I don't have infinite money to spend. I don't have, you know, too much to put towards Pokemon every month. So maybe this will just miss me. But if it doesn't see that 120, 125 mark, especially with Surging Sparks coming out soon and Stellar Crown and Twilight Masquerade, I did want to pick some more of that up too. So it's like you have to really pick and choose, which is difficult, because you want to get the one that performs the best and load up on it. But then what if it doesn't? You've put all this extra money that you were going to pick up stuff like this, and it didn't perform well. Some people are very good at calling which sets do well. I'm not one of those people. We got some Surging Sparks reveals too. So this is the Pikachu set, Surging Sparks. This is Supercharged Breaker. So this is the other half of the Paradise Dragona Supercharged Breaker, which is going to be the Surging Sparks set here in English. This is the Pikachu, the Terra EX, just like we had the Lapras and the Executor. This is the full art Pikachu. And I think people are going to be upset if it's revealed that this is the highest end Pikachu, and it doesn't have like a SIR or something, you know, and it's just Terrapagos and, you know, a dragon. I feel like that will cause an uprising amongst one crowd of the Pokemon fan, and then the other side will just buy everything from that crowd, which is usually what happens. One side gets very emotional, and the other side is, well, I was waiting for this to get cheaper because 150 at pre-release is a lot, which is what I saw this at one point. Surging Sparks, not this Supercharged Breaker. But if we look at, you know, what's happened to all of the booster boxes recently, this hasn't really affected it. It also hasn't been very long since we've gotten this information. But Scarlet, Violet, it's just kind of stagnant around 90, 90, 93, 92. It does look like it's going up a little bit, like it's crawling out of that low 90s very slowly. Another one, I don't know if I really should have picked up a case of this because it's one of the worst performing sets of Scarlet and Violet. But again, it's still very early. We're still in Scarlet and Violet. And Paldea Evolved, boom, announces of reprints came out. 143 down to 133. It's only a $10 dip. Now, depending on how much you got of it, that's either, it could be a lot of money or it could not be a lot of money. But if you have a couple of boxes and you're only down 10 bucks or so, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're in this for the long haul and keeping this 3-4 years, these reprint announcements and stuff like this don't matter at all. They really don't matter at all. Same thing with Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flame is seeing like, it looks like a pickup in like interest, because if you look at this chart, we went from like 15, 20 average sales, 9 items sold, 23 items sold, 20 items sold, 16, 23, 28, 24. So it looks like interest is picking up in Obsidian Flames for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just because it is low and people are like, oh shit, that maybe is a good deal. But here we have 10, 20, 15, 15, 19, 9, 11. It looks like the interest is picking up by the amount of sales, and it's slowly getting eaten up and the price is climbing a little bit. Now we see here, like yesterday, today, day before, still at 42 bucks. I think this is going to come down quite a bit once they see, especially what, you know, Best Buy had. And, you know, they realize that they can go on Whatnot and people are probably going to be doing $6 packs, $7 packs again. For how long is that going to last though? A week? 2 weeks? Then it's going to go right back up. Because like PokeNE made a video about the reprint, Paldea Evolved. He was only able to get 30 cases. What just happened to my camera? I don't know what my camera just did. That was really weird. But he was only able to get 30 cases, and he's a bigger store. 30 cases is only 180 boxes. And if you got people like me who don't allocate a lot for this, and I get a case, that's 6 boxes of Paldea Evolved. That's gonna go quickly, like real quick. Paradox Rift, another one that hasn't been performing great. Let's look what it's done in the last month. It's getting out of the depths. It looks like we're starting to see this little rise in price. Not a lot of interest here for Paradox Rift though. 6 items, 5 items, not a whole lot of interest, but it does look like we're finally starting to crawl out of this dip we had here from August 31st to September 5th. Again, this is all very short-term stuff. Paldean Fates, this is one of the smaller sets. I don't even know why I put this here, but this just never recovered. Never recovered at all. From 60 to 41, but that, you know, that might be something to keep an eye on because it's just stayed down at 40. But it also looks like, I don't know, 22, I don't know. Temporal Forces is another one that's just been $106, 105, 103, forever. Now this looks like it's still trending down a little bit, but the volume does not look great on this either. So the people that you can just tell by looking at this, people are not interested in Temporal Forces yet. Where like Obsidian Flames, but when you see the volume pick up, it's like you can almost tell when interest in that product picks up also. And Twilight Masquerade, yeah, we've never really had this calm down. It's just been going. But I do think we're gonna see more of this in the wild also coming up here. But I think this is another strong set. You know, people want that Houndoom. They want that, what's the other one? The Persian. They want the Houndoom, the Persian, then Stellar Crown. Nobody wanted this one, apparently. But, you know, you listen to some of the resellers, like the guy who does the Pokemart US, he said this is the most people have ordered is Stellar Crown and Surging Sparks, the upcoming one. And it does look like there is, you know, it's holding above 109. We're seeing this at 104, but looking at the chart here, it looks like another strong one, especially when you look at Scarlet and Violet, and it hasn't even broken $100. Stellar Crown is holding above that $100 mark. Now, Surging Sparks, same thing with this one. Super hype right out of the gate, you know, but it's been falling. I think people are worried about what I said with the Supercharged Breaker. If this is the high-end Pikachu out of the set, you know, they wanted that Terrapagos SIR treatment of Pikachu. I am hopeful because Executor did get the treatment that we wanted to see for Pikachu, that we will see something like this with that Pikachu in the set. I really hope. So maybe we'll get the golden Pikachu, we'll get this one, and we'll also have this full art version of it. So keep your fingers crossed. that they don't do something screwy and not have it in there. I can't imagine they would do that though. But again, that's just a speculation based off of what they did in the Japanese set. We haven't had that revealed yet. Last thing I wanted to touch on is Team Rocket coming out, right? The Team Rocket set moving forward. I feel, call me crazy, but maybe just something to think about here. I think cards with Giovanni and Team Rocket, like Jesse James, stuff like that, people are going to be very interested in them again, especially once the set releases, because they're going to realize how cool Giovanni is, even as a villain. You know, how funny Jesse and James are. They might go back and watch the old Pokemon sets, all the 30-year-old sets, anime. All the 30-year-olds like me are going to remember, you know, Jesse and James failing miserably all the time. But just how, like, look at this. Look at this. We are seeing some more interest, right? Over the last 3 months. It is climbing. Now, this card's just climbing, period. I'd just keep an eye on this. I think this is just climbing because it's one of the cool ones out of 151, to be honest with you. But I also think a lot of these Team Rocket cards are going to see a lot of attention, again, once the Team Rocket set comes out. So I've been scooping, personally. I've been picking up a few here and there. Like, this is just cool, man. Giovanni's scheme. Not a lot of interest in this card at all. Yeah, especially over the last month, and it's $2. And it's from XY Breakthrough. This might be a really dumb one, to be honest, to point out, but I like it. So this is the collector in me. Everything else has been business, but I like these. I will grab them. I will grab this for $7. I'll grab Giovanni's Exile full art for from Hidden Fates for $1.14. You know, maybe it'll do something. If not, what am I out? $1. It's not like I'm buying a case of something for $1,500 in hopes that it booms with Team Rocket, right? Let's just type in Rocket. Where are Jesse and James? Jesse and James full art. It's looking low right now over the last 3 months, and it looks like it's stabilizing. Like it had a boom June 24th to June 30th, but it looks like it's stabilized here. And it doesn't look like it's going to drop below this, you know, $18, $15, $16 mark. Especially if you're going to get a near mint. $14.53, maybe. But I think stuff like this, people are going to be like, oh, that was cool. Let me pick up the older ones, you know. But just a thought, something I've been doing proactively. But I like the cards anyway. So even if they don't do anything, I have them. And that's what I would collect when Team Rocket came out anyway. So there it is. All right, guys, thank you for watching. What is it? Surging Pikikity Hoodie? I will be opening that Supercharged Breaker when it comes out. Looking forward to doing that with you guys on this channel, possibly live over on my Twitch channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.